Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News at 5.
First at 5, an explosive accusation against Fox 45 News reputation. State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby's office sends the FCC a complaint aimed at potentially silencing journalists. Thank you for joining us. I'm Maxine Stryker.
And I'm Kai Jackson. Mosby's communications director, Zy Richardson, sent this letter to the FCC asking the agency to investigate Fox 45 News for coverage of her boss.
Now, we've been covering several issues concerning Marilyn Mosby. She and her husband, City Council Nick Mosby, are under a federal investigation, and their house is under an IRS lien for unpaid taxes. Marilyn Mosby has also been the subject of a scathing report from the Inspector General. And during her tenure as state's attorney, murders in the city have gone from around 200 to more than 300 per year. Our team of reporters are covering every angle of this story. First, we begin with Mackenzie Frost. She's live with demands for answers from city leaders. Mackenzie?
Yeah, Maxine, following this letter sent to the FCC, I asked the city state's attorney Marilyn Mosby to sit down with her to talk about those allegations. Her office declined, and so far, other city leaders are staying silent. Baltimore City's homicides are climbing this year, while the city state's attorney Marilyn Mosby says she's no longer prosecuting crimes that she calls low level.
Marilyn Mosby has stopped prosecuting pimps, drug dealers, and vagrants, but she's going after the media instead.
Sean Kennedy, a fellow with the Maryland Public Policy Institute, says the letter to the FCC alleging Fox 45 News' coverage is, quote, slanted and racist, among others, speaks to the priorities of Mosby's office.
Her priorities are so askew, it's unbelievable that the people of Baltimore have to put up with Marilyn Mosby's antics while their streets are a living hell.
Today, Fox 45 News asked Mosby for an in-person interview. That request was denied. I asked a series of questions, like, what evidence do you have of the claims outlined in the complaint? Do you think it's appropriate for an elected official to use the federal government to attempt to silence a news organization? Do you believe in the media's right, protected under the First Amendment, to broadcast and deliver news to the community without government censorship or intervention? Questions ignored. Instead of answering, Mosby's office directed me to a news release detailing the complaint itself. We offered an interview to all of the members of the Baltimore City Council, Council President Nick Mosby and Mayor Brandon Scott. Ignored. I sent a series of questions to the leaders inside City Hall as well, like, do you think it's appropriate for an elected official to use the government to attempt to silence a news organization? Is it appropriate and ethical to use taxpayer-funded resources for a personal complaint such as this FCC complaint? Ignored by all except for Councilman Mark Conway, whose spokesperson says the councilman is, quote, unaware of the specifics in the letter and situation and thus is unable to comment. While the leaders and state's attorney are staying silent, others are talking. C4 and Brian Neiman criticizing Mosby's attempt to silence the free press during their WBAL News Radio talk show this morning.
When you go after the press in this way for what you perceive as negative stories, by the way, she never mentions that they're inaccurate or that they're not factual. She says they're slanted. It's a losing battle to fight the press in this manner.
Now, I just got a statement from the governor's communications director, Mike Ritchie, following this. Ritchie tells me, quote, add frivolous FCC complaints to the list of things the state's attorney is doing instead of prosecuting crimes. We're live tonight. Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
Mackenzie, thank you. City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby is also attacking Fox 45 News online. Late last night, she tweeted, Fox Baltimore's blatantly slanted, dishonest, misleading, racist, and extremely dangerous coverage must come to an end. Last year, they ran 248 stories about me and my office, while WJZ ran 46, WBAL ran 26, and WMAR ran 10 during that year.
Well, today we gave City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby and her communications director, Zy Richardson, an opportunity to sit down for an interview with us. They refused. We also offered to send over questions and have them send back a written response. Instead, Richardson sent us the news release about the City State's Attorney's office filing the FCC complaint.
But for her to, instead of answering questions and clearing away these clouds of uncertainty, to start attacking the Baltimore Brew, the Baltimore Sun, Fox 45, one after the other, is not what Baltimore needs right now.
Other voices in Baltimore City are also reacting to this complaint from the city state's attorney. Amy Simpson continues our team coverage right now with more on that part of the story. Amy?
Kai, we're seeing and hearing all sorts of reactions to this complaint from the city state's attorney, some calling it dangerous and a threat to the First Amendment, while others are commending Mosby for defending herself. Tonight across Baltimore.
Honestly, this is puzzling, it's frustrating, and it's part of a dangerous trend line.
Reactions and making sense of the city state's attorney's office filing a formal complaint with the Federal Communications Commission against WBFF TV.
It's puzzling because Ms. Mosby is often bringing this upon herself. She called for the Inspector General to investigate, then she didn't like the results of the investigation, so she called foul and claimed that they were biased.
Tharu Vignaraja is a former federal prosecutor and ran against Mosby in a primary election for city state's attorney.
It's also part of a broader troubling trend line where politicians attack the media and attack the coverage when they don't like it. Catherine Pugh called the investigation and the coverage a witch hunt. Donald Trump called the coverage and the investigations a witch hunt. And now Marilyn Mosby is calling the investigation and the media coverage a witch hunt.
A professor of communications at Loyola University of Maryland also chiming in.
Every politician that's ever held office is upset with the news coverage that they get, that they never feel it's fair. They never feel that they're fairly or adequately represented.
And on social media, opinions on all sides, including users coming to the city state's attorney's defense. This person tweeting, "I may not agree with all of her policies, but I've never seen you do that to any other person in office, especially of another race." Another saying, "Fox 45 is obsessed with finding dirt on the Mosby family." And tonight, other news outlets here in Baltimore also covering aspects of this story. As Mackenzie mentioned, it was a topic on WBAL Talk Radio this morning. Also coverage in the Baltimore Sun and WMAR, the ABC affiliate here in Baltimore. Reporting live tonight, Amy Simpson, Fox 45 News.
Amy, thank you. And as you can imagine, this story is getting a lot of reaction online. Many of you have commented on Facebook, or our Facebook page. Let's take a look at some of those comments coming in right now. Right here, Dale says, "Keep on with the pressure. She desperately is looking for an out." Another comment here, Sasha, "She tried to silence every time when it comes to her." Next, Ruben says, "Can she please post a list of low-level crimes that will not be prosecuted? Where is the line drawn?" And finally here, "No, it is not proper, but par for the course. She and her husband think they are untouchable. Keep following the smell. If something stinks, it usually is rotten." Those comments coming in to Fox 45's Facebook page. Now, you can join in on the conversation and coverage on our Facebook page as well.
City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby is currently facing several legal issues. She and her husband, City Council President Nick Mosby, are currently under a wide-ranging federal investigation. Prosecutors are digging into the Baltimore power couple's financial documents, including tax returns, bank statements, and credit card statements. Investigators are also requesting records related to the couple's private businesses. We know subpoenas have been served to Marilyn Mosby's campaign treasurer, as well as local churches. Investigators believe the Mosbys contributed to. The couple also faces a $45,000 tax lien on their home for unpaid taxes. Court paperwork reveals the IRS placed the lien back in March of last year, and there is no evidence that it has been resolved. Marilyn Mosby was also at the center of a scathing Inspector General report. This after Mosby herself called for the investigation. The report revealed Mosby failed to disclose several trips and gifts. Marilyn Mosby has been in office since 2015. During her time as the city state's attorney, murders in Baltimore have gone from 200 per year to more than 300 per year. The pace has accelerated under her progressive policy of focusing on violent crime while stopping prosecutions of low-level crimes like prostitution and drug possession. If the murder rate continues at its current rate, the city could be on track to hit more than 300 homicides for the 7th year in a row.
Politicians and elected officials being displeased with certain media coverage is expected and a common occurrence in American democracy. Elliot King is a professor of communications at Loyola University, Maryland. He's writing a book right now on the political history of American news media. King says attempts to silence news coverage goes back centuries.
Abraham Lincoln, in the middle of the Civil War, suspended newspapers, just shut them down.
President Richard Nixon, who set a new tone in the relationship between elected officials and the press. And former President Trump increased it by coining the term fake news.
Fox 45 News is committed to investigating corruption in public officials, asking tough questions, and holding our leaders accountable. Our award-winning investigative unit is a key part of delivering that commitment. While we understand that it may not be popular with the individuals and institutions upon which we are shining a light, we stand by our reporting. Our question of the day involves the letter to the FCC. Is it proper for the state's attorney to potentially silence the media from reporting and informing the public? Right now, 97% of you say no. Just go to FoxBaltimore/vote to let your voice be heard. And stay with us. We'll have continuing coverage on the city state's attorney's office attempt to silence Fox 45 News throughout our newscasts. You can read the letter Mosby's communication director sent to the FCC. It's on our webpage, foxbaltimore.com.